Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Poor little Lulu's Choice, she's been drawing ordinary gates and getting really good rides and getting beaten in really good grades. We took her up the bush for the week and thought she'd be a really good winnable race, and she got beat again. She was 4 wide the whole trip and had absolutely no luck, and just couldn't quite peg back the leader late. But you know, she's really frustrating horse, isn't she? I think she's been placed the last 4 starts and just can't quite get a win. But anyway, we'll see how she is. She's been in work a horribly long time, so we're really sort of looking to put her in the paddock. And but if we'd love to try and win a race. She's just going so well. It's really hard to put her in the paddock. But if she does, she can certainly deserve to have the whole spring out. Really light on for runners this week. I'll head up to Bendigo today with Redivo. He certainly gets his chance up there again today to be around about the placing. He was good at Moe the other day, and he'll you know, it's 2,400 metres. That's his go. Anything past that, he's always competitive in. I've got Bingo's Bang in at Narracourt. He just needs to get to a low grade of racing, and that's what we're going to try. If he's competitive there, we might even leave him over in South Australia or send him up to New South Wales, where they have these sort of benchmark 52s and 54s. He raced at Wangaratta the other day in a 58, and he was good. He ran 5th. Now he's competitive. He's just that 2 or 3 lengths off this Victorian grades. He needs to go somewhere a little bit weaker. So we'll give him a crack at Narracourt on Friday, and hopefully can sort of we can see exactly where he's at as far as where we need to place him to move him on. That's Bingo's Bang.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. Apologies for last week for your $5 each way that it went on. It's not unusual, but yeah, I don't want you chasing me for your $5 back. Yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing run. But anyway, we'll get into this week. This week's horse, a really nice Exceed and Excel filly out of a listed winning mare called Caper Girl. Caper Girl, the mare, she's taken 3 to the races. They've all won. They've all sort of been real, you know, 3-year-olds that have yeah, shown plenty of potential, and yeah, they seem to be able to run. And yeah, hopefully this filly is in the same boat. Had a good client, Ross O'Callaghan, and he was at Melbourne Premier, and he was looking around trying to find a horse, you know, sort of around the 30-40 mark, and unfortunately he wasn't able to find what he wanted for that sort of money. And I was up at the sales and working for Fernrig, and this filly passed in, and she's a really high quality filly. She's just got a bit of an offset front leg, but at the farm we're able to keep them pretty sound. So I said to Ross, why don't we you know, go halves with Fernrig with this filly. So it was a really good result, because Fernrig were able to sell half of her. Ross was able to get into a really nice horse, and yeah, it's a yeah, really good obviously partnership that we've been able to establish with Fernrig. I go up and work up the sales there, and yeah, and they've been able to give us a couple of horses to train, and this sort of filly's sort of one of them. So she was broke in really well. She's a really nice natured filly. She's a bit of a nervous sort of filly, but everything she does with care, and really sort of sensible filly. So put her out, brought her back in, took her up to the pre-trainers up at Wangaratta, and yeah, they seem to like her up there. Brought her back, and yeah, we've done a bit more education with her here, and yeah, she seems to cope with everything really well. We put her through the gates this morning, and yeah, I was actually surprised how well she sort of came out of the gate. She almost bounced out, and yeah, she's a filly that yeah, takes everything on board, and yeah, wants to please you. So probably we might take her to the track next week and give her a look around the track, and then she'll probably go for a spell. But probably a filly that just needs to put on a little bit more condition, and I think while there's a fair bit of green grass in the paddock, it's probably a perfect time to spell it. But really nice filly, really like her, and yeah, look forward to getting her back in work next prep.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Short and sharp video this week. Only got Bingo maybe going to Narracourt on Friday, so pretty quiet week. What we'll do next week, we'll actually show you where we take our horses off the track. There's a company up the road called Shorey Park, And when we retire a horse, or a horse is finished racing, or it's not fast enough, or it's a bit old or something, they take the horses and re-educate them into show horses or show jumpers or whatever it is. And it's really fascinating to see the conversion of a horse from, we lock them up in little boxes here and feed them big and take them to the races and they race, and they go completely opposite. They wind them right down, change their diet and do a lot of relaxing work with them, and the transformation from a racehorse to a show horse is quite dramatic, and they do a fantastic job. So we'll show you that next week. Well done to the Geelong Racing Club, winning the Country Racing Club of the Year. Well done to Luke Rayner and his team. Really needs a pat on the back. I think the Geelong Cup this year was massive, so I'm sure they won on the back of that. So well done to everybody involved there. Until next week, see you later. I'm sure everyone will be really interested to see what goes on with racehorses their afterlife as a racehorse. And I'm waffling on about absolutely nothing now. I was going all right then too. Well done to the Geelong Racing Club, winning the Country Racing Club of the Year. Big